Hi guys, welcome to the Lucy Show. Hope you are all doing well. So, first off, I want to go over this piece of news and we'll talk more about Kim Kardashian and her advice to females, businesswomen. So, I just saw this on Twitter because it got like 437,000 likes and it popped up on my feed and I was like, wow, this looks amazing. So, this person posts a black man becomes the first surgeon to cure deafness, which is pretty awesome. And on this post, it says South African doctor Professor Mashudu Tishafalaro, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, just became the first surgeon on earth to successfully perform surgery to cure deafness. He is also a pastor. Okay. So reading this and then seeing all this attention, I'm thinking like, okay, this just like happened in 2022. But of course, you're gonna do and fact checked. I fact checked this just now. So you could just type in the words Mashudu, his first name, and then you'll see on, I'm reading this off of afrotech.com. This is a post on February 11th, 2020, 2 years ago. And it says Mashudu Falaro makes history by performing world's first 3D printed middle ear transplant. So it does not say in the title anywhere that he cured deafness. Afterwards, it says Mashudu. I'm just going to read it. A professor of the University of Pretoria, made history by performing the world's first 3D printed middle ear replacement surgery in 2019. So when he did this, it wasn't even 2020, it was 2019, based in South Africa. Shafaro used innovative 3D technology to print the bones that make up the middle ear, hammer, anvil, stirrup, and the ossicles, and successfully implanted the model into a trauma patient. By replacing only the ossicles that aren't functioning properly, the procedures carry significantly less risk than known prosthesis and their associated surgical procedures. We will use titanium for this procedure, which is biocompatible. We use an endoscope to do the replacement, so the transplant is expected to be quick with minimal scarring. Shafloraro said, according to Good Things Guy. And hold on, it goes on. Originally, he's from Venda in Limpopo, is the head of the department. I can't even pronounce that. Sorry if you are in health and none of this is making any sense to you because I can't pronounce half the stuff right. But basically, he didn't cure deafness. This is a successful surgery, and it was the world's first 3D printed middle ear transplant, though. So I guess to share this news is that I want to say congratulations to this guy. Still awesome news. I wish they got more attention. Like, I wish it got enough attention back in 2019 when this actually happened, and not me seeing it now on Twitter like 2 years, 3 years almost later with all these likes. And it's kind of, yeah, misleading. So again, I guess do your own DD as always. Whatever you hear from me on live streams or anybody else on YouTube, or whatever you see on Twitter, this always happens in the crypto sphere. Like, we always hear news that's been talked about like 8 times and they just keep repeating the same old news. Happens in the health world too, evidently. So just because you read something, don't take it word for word. And a lot of the times, if you do your own DD, you're going to see that it was either old news or maybe it's not actually what it leads you to believe. Like the first surgeon to cure deafness. No, it does not. It does not say this anywhere that he is. There's the same picture too. He doesn't say as a title that he is a first surgeon to cure deafness. That would be fantastic. I don't know who the first surgeon is to cure deafness. Maybe you want to Google that instead, but there you go. Also, this is my second channel. If you're a little bit confused, my main channel is Living with Lucy, link down below. Over here, we talk about anything under the sun, whatever I feel like. And today, I want to share with you how misleading sometimes the internet can be, not just in the crypto world and the stock world. Hey there, Luke's Food and Travel. If you would like to join as a community member like Luke over here, definitely consider hitting that join button next to the subscribe button down below and become a member of our Rubber Chicken YOLO gang over here. Make sure you are subscribed, ring that notification bell, and always, always destroy the like button send this channel to the moon as well. This is my second channel, but secretly my favorite one. When BNB, Luna, Solana, ADA, AVAX, when MD, when I want to know when we can finally be on a bull run like we were in February of 2021. I think it's going to be a while though. I think it's going to be a while. Hello, she brews and he brews. Luke's Food and Travel says, what? Okay, there. I hope you guys are having a good weekend, though. I don't know what you did today, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you know I went out and got some sun. So it's nice. It's nice. I feel like just staying in all the time and being on my phone a lot, it feels really good to go outside once in a blue moon and actually get some sun. I don't actually like go out much. Like I usually wake up so late. I'm trying to change that, but I usually wake up so late that I'm just, at home most of the time when the sun is out, and then I'll go out for like a stroll when the sun's down. No, I mean when you with gonna buy when am I gonna buy those? Well, that's also gonna be a long time too, Andy, because I can't afford anything right now until I sell my Doge coins or sell my Neo shares or sell my DWAC, which are all really sucking lately. So I don't think I'm gonna have any buying power to buy anything else. But I will likely buy other things that are not meme stocks or under any meme categories in the future. That is the game plan. There we go. Okay. Hey there, got your. I remember you get the Rona a while back. It wasn't actually that long time ago. It was January, folks. It was January when I realized I got COVID. But I'm all better now. I'm all better. I've been good since like 2 weeks into it. Do you feel like you have any long-term side effects or back to 100% in every way? No, I'm not back to 100% in every way whatsoever because I mean, health-wise, I feel great. Like, I don't even feel like anything happened. It's just kind of like a cold happened, by the way. Not financial advice, tax advice, legal advice, health advice on my channel of any sort, except for entertainment purposes only. So always do your own DD on everything. But for me, I feel like nothing happened. I feel like it was like a really horrible cold that I had. That's what COVID felt like a bad cold that was longer lasting. But I definitely do have side effects because I told you guys I cannot smell as good as I did before. And it's not so easy to explain it. Like I just can't smell as good as I did before, or explain it like, oh, I can smell 90%, not 100%. It's not even like that. It's just that everything is fine except perfume specifically, that I know what my perfumes that I paid for smelled like in the past pre-COVID no longer smells the exact same. So they just smell like a little bit off. That's how I would explain my side effects. Just my perfumes don't smell exactly the same anymore. But does coffee still smell good? Smell like coffee? Coffee brands that I've had in the past still smell like the same coffee brands? Absolutely. Watermelon still smells like watermelon. Apple still smells like apples. That I just know that my perfumes, maybe the artificial stuff, I don't know. The perfumes just don't smell normal anymore to me. I think I have some hearing loss, Gottyer says, from it. Most people have been getting hearing problems from having COVID. Okay. Hmm. That's an interesting one. I don't know anybody that's told me. You're the first person that's told me they had hearing. Like everyone that I know that's had COVID recovered and don't feel anything. And I'm talking about those people who didn't even lose their sense of taste and smell. So like some of my friends just ended up getting fevers, hot, cold, chills, whatnot, and more cold like symptoms, but no losing taste and smell, and they feel great afterwards. For me, I only know the lingering because I know like the scent is off. I don't know anybody else like me who claims that they even have like any loss of smell or taste lingering, aside from myself. But again, I think you have to be very self-aware of how good your scent really was in the past. And people who don't put on perfumes, in cologne, like it's impossible to know. Like if I never put on perfumes and stuff before COVID, I would not know that there's something weird with my smell. Miss Skittle. I like the name, Luke. I think of it as Miss Sunshine, but Miss Skittle. Rainbows are good. Watch more Family Guy. That is how Peter Griffin greets Jewish rabbi at their church. No, I've never been a Family Guy gal. Like I watch clips just because it shows up on like, online randomly, but I've never fully been watching it religiously. Still watching My Criminal Minds, which is very different from Family Guy. I think, you know what I want to watch? I want to watch Rick and Morty. I watched like one episode of Rick and Morty. I didn't even watch the pickle one, where somebody gets turned into like a pickle or whatever. I always hear good things about that one. Hey there, Raw Food Writer. U.S. Embassy in Iraq was hit by Iran. Not good. Oh my God. I would we're just brewing. We're just getting ready for World War III. I swear to God. Just always negativity all around. I saw somewhere on Twitter today. I think I liked it. Um, it's under my like somewhere that somebody was comparing the fact that if China starts attacking, oh yes, it was about if China starts attacking Taiwan right now, then we're going to get a massive drop in the tech market, because how like over 60% of the tech companies need and rely on Taiwan, like chips, computer chips or something. So that'll also be pretty crazy. Something to think about if that does happen. I don't think President Xi has any plans on going in or going at it with Taiwan right now, simply because of how the world's over like how the world is reacting to what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. But who knows? Maybe he'll surprise us all, and then he's going to go for it with Taiwan, and then we'll have Putin and Ukraine, and then the whole world's just going to explode. Who knows? But I don't think that China's going to do it. And also, they're having this current crazy wave of COVID, just too much to deal with, I think, to come up with something else with the military. And Rick and Morty, good, but I lost interest in it myself after a while. It's the same thing over and over again, Gotyer says. I think that's most shows. It just depends on like how much you enjoy the humor. Like if they feel like after a while, well, Simpsons always has different topics, but after a while, it's like the same humor. It's the same people over and over. So like same with like South Park. I feel like you either like it, you can watch it to the end and just keep watching more episodes, or just you'll get bored of the setup or the humor. I think but I hope you get better, got your from the hearing loss. I don't know anyone once again with that. I mean, feel free, all of you guys in here, if you haven't already, please smash that like button, much appreciated. Do check out my FTX link pinned to the top of the stream, by the way, and link down below. FTX is what I use to earn interest currently off of my sad Doge coins that are not moving anywhere, moving up in price, and also my Ethereums as well. So if you want to earn up to 8% interest off of your crypto, definitely check out my FTX link in the description below. Along with that, you can still get 5 free stocks from WEBULL. Link down below for WEBULL, stock and crypto trading platform that will give you 2 free stocks just by opening up a new account, and 3 other free stocks just by depositing any amount. Let me get a sip of water, and then we'll talk about Kim Kardashian. U.S. Iraq embassy hit by Iran. This isn't a game anymore, y'all. Be smart, get prepared, raw food writer. I saw this meme the other day from somebody who's verified on Twitter, and it's like a meme of this guy who's just smiling, semi-smiling, just driving off to work. And then the meme said, "This is me like driving to work, knowing everything that's going on with Ukraine, Russia, and gas prices going up, inflation rates, problem with employment." It is what it is, guys. The sun's gonna come up tomorrow, nonetheless. Everything still, with all the terrible things that happen, we're just gonna have to move on. You can't get stuck on it. It gets annoying to think about this. I know certain people who will just start tearing up talking about it. And I don't think, well, I feel like you should be emotional if you feel like being emotional, but tears doesn't really help anybody. And it is what it is. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm numb to it now. I'm just like so stunned by all the horrible news that nothing really phases me anymore. I'm like, okay, I don't think China is going to do this right now with Taiwan, but if they do, am I going to be that shocked? No, absolutely not. I feel like we as regular civilians just have no control on what leaders decide to do. Like we look at North Korea and we're like, that's kind of crazy. But if you really look around, regular people just have no say on what happens to their countries and to their currency, like in Russia, and then which companies come in and out. It's sad, but the way it is. Exactly, Lucy. Best sometime to turn off the news when it gets really bad. And the craziest thing here is whether you read the news or you don't read the news. I mean, well, except for COVID, you probably want to read the news and know the mandates before you go to an airport and then you don't know why you need a negative test result and wear masks. But you need to read the news when it directly affects you. And other times with Russia and Ukraine, it doesn't directly affect you. I mean, it's affecting us technically in the US with gas prices, sure, and inflation, and lots of people watching people pour out vodka on the streets. But aside from that, are you directly getting affected? No, you're not. But mentally, it's really, really draining. To just see like sad things coming your way. So you're gonna have to just balance it. For it's like, I don't know. I think of it as like people who can't handle going on Instagram because they can't handle the stuff that people post, political stuff. Sometimes people just block out people who post a bunch of political things, or people just get annoyed of others, whether they're posting too much things, parts about their lives, and people get jealous. I think it's the same concept. When you just feel like it's too much, then it's up to you to balance. If you feel like you're looking into something too deeply or you're getting affected emotionally and you're feeling sick and you're mentally unhealthy, then you just need to turn it off or go do something else while reading the news, or just straight up don't read the news, because you're still going to live and you're still going to wake up the next day and life's still going to be the same. This is a good advice. Let's just move on. Hope for the best, David says. Yeah, I mean, all you can do is hope for the best. Rick, oh wait, this is food writer. What do you do? What do you suggest? Yes, absolutely agreed. All right, so on to something else. Change of topic. Well, first I want to see what's going on with crypto. Oh right. Why am I getting? Okay, guys, this is the lowest I've seen the GUI, the Ethereum gas fees in a long time. So I don't know if anyone needs to do anything with Ethereum, but not financial advice. Now may be the cheapest time ever. This is 12 GUI. I've never seen it at 12. I think the lowest I've seen it recently was like 25. And that's when I moved my Ethereums off of like Coinbase Pro onto FTX. So good times. I mean, good times, but also shows, I think it's just not doing good. Not a lot of volume at all with Ethereum. I'm guessing NFTs aren't doing all that well either right now. Bitcoin is at 39,000 still, just the same as we left it earlier at the main channel. Ethereum 2,587, XRP just under a dollar. I don't expect XRP to go over a dollar anytime soon, but it is literally the same as ADA. So freaky. Now they're just exactly the same. Let's buy a Bored Ape, lol. David, I don't think I could ever afford a Bored Ape Yacht Club, because even if I have money one day, I feel like Bored Ape Yacht Club is going to be like, what is it right now? Is it like $250,000 floor or something? I feel like it's going to go to 500,000. So congrats to any of you guys that bought it. There's over 10,000 Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, right? I don't know a single person with it. there's a lot of people with Bored Ape Yacht Club as their profile pics, but I don't know anybody with one. Nobody has extra money right now. You're watching stats. Yes. And are you guys noticing that people aren't really like spending anymore? Like, I realized during the pandemic, it's like we were so bored at home. We were excited to shop for things and everyone was like buying stuff online nonstop. I just feel like no one's really buying things anymore. Everyone's kind of like pulling back. It might be because markets are down and it's kind of like a loop situation where you hear about inflation, you hear that J-Powell's going to raise rates most likely at the next FOMC meeting, and then people get skittish and they're like, maybe I shouldn't spend, because why buy a house right now when I could buy if they raise the interest rates, and then maybe no one's going to be buying homes anymore. So I feel like a lot of people are definitely like calming down on that like buying rage. I feel like people were on like a revenge buy almost, because they were in a lockdown, and you just get feverish because you were in a lockdown for so long, and now you're finally out. You get to spend all this money, all those stimmy checks, all that like pumping has finally really left like the economy. And I feel like now people are feeling worried. Now they're looking at the gas pumps and they're like, I'm not sure if I need that like second donut or that third cup of coffee today. I'm going to do a poll in here and see how you guys feel about this. But most people around me are no longer spending nearly as much as they did. But I would appreciate it if you guys could still smash that like button as much as you did before the Russia and Ukraine crisis. Okay, so let me put it in. Are people around you? Sorry, I'm just like typing with one finger. Around you still buying? Yes or no? Buying, just buying like overall a lot of things. As community, not stocks, crypto. Okay, buying as in like buying extra stuff that they probably didn't really need in the first place. Okay, did that go through? Did my poll go through? I don't see it. I tried. Okay, there it is. Kind of slow, but I mean buying extra things like switching a couch or buying an extra pair of pants or buying like the 11th pair of shoe. Left us with way more investors last year. You're watching, says David says, it's time to save money. I read that saving increase in China, for example. Yes, I forgot where I heard this from, but they're saying that the Chinese are saving a lot more than they did in the past. And I mean, I think they're being smart, being frugal, and probably recognizing that things about to get a lot more expensive, especially since US and China tensions are not well. China and I think a lot of other countries, because I feel like almost like if you look at NATO and you look at the G7, it's like they're all groups that don't, I don't know. I feel like all the countries involved, they're just not like big fans of China. Everyone seems to like, I think on Yahoo today, they changed it. Okay, but oh wait, no, it's right here. You see how they're depicting China right now? They're always mixing China with like Putin. And it's like, what does China, I mean, they're kind of similar because they have like an infinite amount of years to, I guess, be on the throne of their countries, and they're basically like kings, in my opinion. But aside from that, it's not like they're the same. But it says here why the world's worst, why the world's bad guys are on the rise. They're not necessarily calling them bad guys, I guess. But when you're gonna put an image like that and then say why the world's bad guys are on the rise, I think that's saying, even not directly, but they're bad guys. Like they're the evil ones. The world today is rife with authoritarians, nationalists, and dictators, tin pot and otherwise, and they are on the march. In fact, you can make the case that we are moving towards an unprecedented anti-democratic hegemony. Yeah, that's American news for you. No, we are heading for depression, folks. Raw Food Writer says, I went buying crazy during 2020 while getting bored at home. Got your says. Everyone did that. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really go crazy online shopping, but once the pandemic got slightly better, stores were open. I did go to like physical stores and do a bit of shopping. It's time. Wait, it's time to save money. I saw Gallup pumping today. David says, glad at least something's pumping. So now they're like a LVMH. JY says, wait, left us way more investors last year. Most NFTs are like shitcoin, but the best ones and overall NFT tech will stay for sure. um, I think in the NFT world and in the crypto world and in what was that other one? Oh my god, I lost the word. What is it called? What is it called? Okay, I lost it. I lost it. It was that. It's like that organization, or you're part of autonomous. Okay, I forgot it. DAO. There we go. DAOs. So every single umbrella of blockchain, in my opinion, like DAOs, NFTs, or just random cryptocurrencies, there's always going to be the good and the bad, and then the rug pulls, the very, very bad, and the ones that will just like disappear. Just that's the way it is. As long as there are humans, anything that exists, there will be the humans that make up the bad ones. I love how you can report people for misinformation. You're watching says bought 15K worth of SHIB and used Akira. Bobo says. Wait, hold on. Let me see. I'm still in loss with my ADA. Sell it or diamond hand like Luci. MD says. Well, I haven't really sold anything since I sold AMC and GME at a loss last year. Haven't really sold anything at a loss so far, but I'll let you guys know if I decide to do that. I think I'll only sell stuff now at a loss, probably at the end of the year, just tax harvest loss and whatnot. Probably not going to do that anytime soon. I don't feel like selling anything at a loss. I hope that doesn't happen for Dogecoin, but time will tell. I mean, we are slipping. I've been telling you guys that I don't want to sell Dogecoin at a loss. I don't want to lose money on Dogecoin, but time will tell if it goes to 1 cent or 2 cents. I will definitely be losing. Rona side FX showing short-term memory going Lucy LOL joke. What? Are you saying that I have short-term memory? Is that my side? I don't know if short-term memory is an actual side effect yet, but remember when I was talking about how in the news on Bloomberg they were reporting, or yesterday I talked about the fact that there's a Bloomberg post on how there's slightly brain shrinkage in over 700 patients that they looked at that had COVID. Yeah, I'm not excited about it. I don't know what'll happen in the future, but maybe I do have brain shrinkage. I don't know if that means I'll get disability later on or whatever. It is actually got your says like that people are getting short-term memory loss. I don't know anyone that told me they had short-term memory loss after getting COVID, but maybe that's something people don't really want to admit, like even to themselves. So I don't know. I'll tell you guys. I feel like my memory has always been not that great, period. So I wouldn't be shocked if I did get affected and I don't really take notice. All right. I'm going to share with you guys this Kim Kardashian news in case you haven't heard of it. So they're like, apparently they went to some type of an interview. I don't know if it's with Variety. So she did like an interview recently, and now everyone's saying that she's getting slammed for what she said. And I'm really surprised to why people are slamming her. But basically, you could Google it or you could YouTube it. She was saying, like, I think maybe the reporter was asking her for advice that she would give to entrepreneurs or like female business women. And she said something like, hold on. There's an exact quote of what she said. Um, she says, "Oh wait, I have the best advice for women in business. Get your effing ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days." She went on, "You have to surround yourself with people who want to work. Have good environment where people love what they do. You have one life, no toxic work environment, and show up and do the work." So she got slammed for saying this. Love to hear what you guys think. But I actually don't think this is all that wrong. I mean, I can understand why like people are gonna pick on you, especially like if you're wealthy like her, and then telling people to like get off their effing asses to work. I feel like normally that's just gonna offend people who are obviously not as wealthy and look down on celebrities, especially reality TV show stars, for saying that to them. Because a lot of people like just how society works. They're like, "Well, what did you do for a living? You did a reality show or whatever," and they don't really think that they did that much work. I honestly think that the Kardashians do deserve what they have because I mean, it's not a lot of people can do this, like be under the eye of the public always, all these years, and watch them kind of criticize them for every little part of their lives, everything that's under like a microscope. And I don't think she's wrong in the sense that nobody wants to work these days because it's not like, or right now there's like at least what, more than 10 million people who are still unemployed in America. So there's still a lot of people who don't want to work. I'm seeing like for help signs everywhere. So personally, I'm not offended by whatever she said. I just think it's hilarious that the rest of the world is easily offended and will constantly find something to pick on. I went on her Instagram to see like if she responded to all this hate, but she didn't. She posted apparently like the first image between her and Pete Davidson, so the guy that she's dating that's from SNL, and I thought that that was a pretty wise PR move. Whether it's a PR move or not, that's up to her to know. But I think if people are talking about you in negative ways, you might as well just change the topic. And she's in full control of that. Now they can talk about her and Pete. See, that statement coming from Kim K is a tough pill to swallow, Cottier says. See, that's what I mean. Nobody likes to hear from her. But what she says, though, like, regardless of who's saying it, it is true, right? That, like, nobody wants to work. Most people don't, like, I don't want to work. Does that mean I'm going to go back to work, though? Probably yes. I don't want to, but I'm probably going to, I mean, I already am. I wouldn't have worked if the market's like beautiful right now. Like if Dogecoin went to $3, I would not be, I don't even think I would have signed my contract with my broker. I wouldn't even try real estate right now. And like even real estate, it's hard. There's a lot of people who like want to wait around and buy a house. Even though I see people talk about real estate on YouTube and they're like, real estate's not going anywhere. And real estate, there's always going to be someone to buy, there's always going to be someone to sell. But there are more and more real estate agents. There's so much competition. It's hard. Work is hard. It's definitely much easier to just trade and invest and see your investments constantly go up, but that's not the real world. So, as much as I despise the fact that I'm going to have to pick up another job that I probably won't enjoy, but I'm just doing it for the money and for survival, and so I don't have to eat ramen every single day. I do definitely do agree that most people like they don't want to work, and it's clear when I walk outside. Like nearly every restaurant I go to, it's not like there's never a surplus anymore of servers. It's really hard to get any service. I see like two people working and like not enough. Well, maybe this means that there's still a lot of was pumped by the government and maybe people are still thriving off that. I don't know how people are able to not go to work, but there's a lot of people not working. But I do feel like people are going to go back. I think you can only go on for so long. And then with gas prices going up so high, unless you're doing great as an entrepreneur or you're just like trading a lot on the sidelines and doing really well. I can't imagine. I can't imagine people like just all not working and if all of us just never worked. Anyways, guys, thank you so much to be a part of this a quick live stream tonight. I'm going to go. I will be watching more Criminal Minds. I've been sleeping really late, but like I said, I'm trying to sleep earlier now. So I could get up early, learn some stuff, maybe read some books, focus on my real estate. So take care, folks. Video Lex says, my bad. It looks fine on my end. Oh wait, let me read the poll. So 55% of you, 55% of you, but wait, 58% of you they says that there are people around you still buying. No, so most people are not buying. Okay, so we're on the same level. I agree with you guys. Definitely less and less people having that extra buying power. There are still folks I think that are just making a ton of money. Those people who quit their jobs during the pandemic and then found a much higher paying job, those people. I think I saw in a recent Me Kevin video that said people with an average income, sorry, a salary of over $100,000. Those are the people who are spending still, not like your average American who's making under $100,000 a year. Maybe it sounds a little bit like talking from the privilege, David says, but she is also right in some parts of her statement. I think saying find a peaceful environment and work is wrong because it isn't that easy. True, true. So by singing, I guess one of her parts, let me see. Something about toxic workplace, right? Like how you shouldn't stay at it. So she said, have good work environment where people love what they do. You have one life. YOLO, no toxic work environment. Yeah, that is hard. That is not something that everyone can do. And I feel like that's something that she has the privilege, obviously, to do because once you're at that level, once you break that like $10 million or $100 million status, in my opinion, you it's not even about being like an entrepreneur or working anymore. You have the capability to paint your life any way you want. And you don't have to work a single day in your life. I know people who tell me like if they had $5 million, even $3 million, they would just do nothing all day long. Just absolutely nothing. So I still applaud her and her entire family that they're so rich and they just want more. I mean, this could be greed as well, but who like everyone's greedy. Um So I feel like at least they're doing something. They could just like completely quit and just do nothing with their lives, just watch Netflix all day long, whatever floats their boat. But yeah, you're right, David. Not everyone has that luxury. I mean, I can't tell you how many jobs I had to stick it and I hated my bosses or I hated the people I worked with, but there's the people I hate or like bad bosses, and then there's me, and then there's my paycheck. So Thank you guys. I'm going to go. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow on here late night. This is the second channel once again. Do check out the links I have down in the description below for any extra stocks, crypto, or rewards. You can check out my Rakuten link down in the description below. If you spend $30 right now, Rakuten will give you back $30. So there's many different stores like Macy's or Sephora, whatever it is that you're into. You can check out first in the Rakuten app and see if it's available to get extra cash back, which is not so bad in this current crazy economy. See you guys tomorrow on the main channel. Bye.